Daniel Bryan's contract with the WWE has reportedly expired. I'm Robin Lundberg here now with our wrestling editor, Dan Gartland. And Dan, Bryan has said he likes the idea of WWE wrestlers being able to compete in other promotions. And he actually told Fightful in the past as well that he was trying to work his way into a deal like that. Is that something that could actually happen? Because I can't imagine the WWE would say yes to a non-exclusive deal for Daniel Bryan.
Right. I think it'd be a risk for them. You know, you run the risk of him showing up on AEW at one of their big pay-per-views and having a standout match with a guy like Kenny Omega. I think that'd be a dream match for a lot of wrestling fans. So that would be, that's a risk that WWE would have to take. I think it could be a good thing for them in one way. When the recent releases happened, and we saw how people like Mickey James were treated, getting their belongings returned to them in a garbage bag. Justin Barrasso wrote for us about how it's just another example of how WWE has mistreated their talent in recent years. And so I think a lot of wrestlers, they either don't want to go there, or if they're already there, they don't want to stay there because they realize that they're being treated like crap. And so if WWE takes this interesting step in allowing Bryan to work outside of that promotion, it might help repair some of those relationships.
And he's also sort of like the fans wrestler, right? I mean that was
Yeah.
kind of the rise. So to your point, they would be doing right by him, and maybe it would work for his character if he was, wanting to show off his chops in say New Japan.
Right. Yeah. New Japan would be a great place for him. And then, WWE, they don't like to acknowledge that other wrestling promotions exist. So you don't really want to have him, go over there and then have him come back and kind of talk about, why he's been away and what he's been doing. So that's tricky. It would kind of require a little bit of a reimagining there of how WWE treats the wrestling world at large. But yeah, there's so many interesting things that he could do if he was to get that freedom.
But we'll see how free agency works out for him. Hopefully, better than facing off with Roman Reigns.